Welcome back to the channel, everyone. In this video, we're going to do what is, in my opinion, probably the most simple and effective panfish fly for brim, bluegill, whatever you want to call them. This fly catches them, and it's very simple. Two materials. I'm going to use these bug bodies in white. You can get, I think you can get them in black, white and black. And you can get them in a lot of different sizes. But other than that, then we're going to use a black rubber leg. And it's really all there is to the material. And it's very effective. The hardest part about this fly, if you don't have hand function, would be picking it up. So I'm using my hemostats. Just have it pinched in the back to where I can get it on the hook and get some thread around it. The hook I'm using is a size 12 nymph hook. And I already got my thread started. It's a 136 denier and white. But this fly is super easy to tie if you just want to whip something up real quick and go out and catch fish. And as beetle patterns go, you can get pretty in-depth with them, make them as realistic as you want. And later on, we will do a video on one like that. But for now, something super simple and fast. So I'm going to take my super glue. I got a bit much there. I'll put that on. Don't have anything I can wipe that on. Just put a little bit of super glue on. And we'll take our little foam body here. Try to get it to where I can get it on the hook and just get a couple thread wraps around it. Just to hold it in place. Get the hemostats off and then just press it down. Foam can be a bit tricky to work with, trying to get it to stay on the hook where you want it. I left a bit too much room for what I wanted in front of the hook. But once you get it on, do any adjustments if you can, unless the glue is already set up. I guess the glue is set up so it's a little crooked on the hook, but I'm not too worried about it. Just like that. So you get your little body and little head. And next, just take a rubber leg, lay it on the side, just capture it with a couple loose wraps. Now we can get that where we want it. And then we'll do the next side. Same thing. Capture it with a couple loose wraps, and then we can get them into position where we want them. About like that will do. Lock it down with a couple tight wraps. Pull your legs out of the way. We'll jump it to in front. I messed up a little bit here where I made, I don't know if you'd be able to see that real well. There's a gap from the head to the hook, but brim are not picky, just it hitting the water will cause them to go after it. I might put some more super glue on the back and make sure that's on there good. But we'll go ahead and whip finish. Without trapping our legs. Should have moved the body up a little bit more, but that was my mistake. I haven't tied any of these in a really long time. Then we'll just go through and trim our legs to how we want them. I like having them a little longer. I think it just helps attract the fish a little better. Again, they don't have to be perfect. The fish will not care at all. So, I think what I should have done is move the thread back some and did it like that. And moved the body up, but it'll be alright. Just catching brim. So what I will do is get something out that I can put a little super glue on. Grab my bodkin. Put a little super glue on the thread wraps. Try not to get super glue in your facial hair. I'm just going to put some super glue on the back here just to make sure that it stays on there. Take a little bit more, go between your legs. Again, this fly does not have to be pretty at all. Something good to start on to learn, because it doesn't matter how it looks or how bad you mess up, the fish are still going to hit it. I've caught little bass on these and brim, especially if you find them where there's a high number of them. Just it hitting the water can cause a frenzy. So starting out, don't stress on how it looks. So I've tied these quite a bit, and I still make little mistakes on them. Like with the head there, I made a little mistake. And you can do the underbody however you want. You can add peacock curl, you can add dubbing. There's a lot that you can do with these little bugs to make them look how you want them. But if you just want something super simple to tie that will catch fish, this little beetle here. The legs aren't perfect, the body's not perfect, but just that hit in the water, it'll get a fish. Super short video today, but with another one we'll go in depth on a different style beetle that's a little more churched up and a little more in depth, more realistic. But I just wanted to show y'all, especially if you're just getting started and tying, something as simple as this will get you out and catch fish. And it can be a little tricky with grabbing the foam, so find a way that if you don't have the hand function, find a way to grab it, like using a pair of hemostats or maybe some D-loop tweezers, anything that you can to grab onto the foam, just to get it onto the hook. But it's a good starting point because it's so simple, and you can throw them together really fast and take them out and they will catch fish. But I hope y'all enjoyed. If you could, please subscribe if you're new. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And we will get into depth on a bit of a better beetle, but I just wanted something simple today. But give it a thumbs up, leave a comment if you have any questions, and until next week, I hope you all get out and do some fishing, and I'll see you all on the next one.